Gentlemen, look at yourself in the mirror this Saturday night. Are you wearing a pair of jeans? Good. Now, look up. Are you wearing the same thin, shiny, stiff-collared white shirt you wore to the office on Tuesday? If the answer is yes, we have a problem. This is the single most common style mistake men over 50 make. You are trying to be casual from the waist down, but you are still at work from the waist up. It creates a jarring visual conflict. It comes down to one word: texture. Most business shirts are made of poplin or broadcloth. These fabrics are designed to be smooth, thin, and slightly shiny to sit perfectly under a wool suit jacket and a silk tie. Denim, on the other hand, is rugged, matte, and heavy. When you pair a delicate dress shirt with rough jeans, they clash. It doesn't look relaxed. It looks like you spilled coffee on your suit pants and had to change into jeans in an emergency. It signals that you don't have a social wardrobe, only a corporate one. To look truly stylish in your leisure time, you need a separate arsenal. You need shirts with richer textures, softer collars, and shorter hems designed to be worn untucked. Today, I am going to show you the 5 essential casual shirts that will stop you from looking like a corporate drone and start looking like a man who masters his own time. Rule 1. The Daily Driver. The Oxford Cloth Button-Down. OCBD. If you could only own one shirt for the rest of your life, it should be the Oxford Cloth Button-Down, or, as it is known in the sartorial world, the OCBD. This is the undisputed king of the casual wardrobe. It is the bridge between the formal world you are leaving behind and the relaxed life you are embracing. The first thing you must understand is the fabric. Unlike the smooth, paper-thin poplin of your business shirts, Oxford cloth utilizes a unique basket weave structure. If you look closely, you can see a chessboard pattern of white threads crossing over colored threads. This gives the fabric a rich, bumpy texture that is physically heavy and matte. This texture is the secret weapon. It is rugged enough to hold its own against the coarseness of denim jeans or the thickness of a tweed jacket, yet it is refined enough to wear under a navy blazer. It absorbs light rather than reflecting it, which is incredibly flattering for the mature man as it softens the complexion. Furthermore, Oxford cloth is bulletproof. It is thick, durable, and actually gets softer and better with every single wash. It develops a patina, much like a good pair of leather boots. It is the only fabric that looks equally appropriate in a boardroom or a backyard barbecue. However, the defining feature of this shirtand where most men get it wrong is the collar. We call it a button-down because the collar points are fastened to the shirt body. Originally designed for polo players to keep their collars from flapping in their faces, this feature now serves a stylistic purpose. It keeps the collar standing tall and framing your face, even when you are not wearing a tie. But here is the critical insider secret. You must look for the roll. Cheap, mass-market shirts use fused interlining, glue, inside the collar, making it stiff, flat, and lifeless. A high-quality OCBD has an unlined, soft collar because the collar points are buttoned down, but the neckband is slightly higher. The fabric is forced to curve in a beautiful, three-dimensional, S-shape roll. It looks like a gentle wave. This roll is the hallmark of American Ivy League style and Italian sprezzatura. It creates dynamic architecture around your neck, framing your face like a work of art. If a collar lies flat and dead against your collarbone, do not buy it. You want that soft, nonchalant curve that suggests elegance without effort. How to wear it? For the man over 50, the fit should be trim but comfortable. You are not 20, so do not wear it skin-tight, but do not swim in excess fabric either. The colors. Stick to the Holy Trinity: white, light blue, and a blue-white university stripe. These 3 shirts will cover 90% of your social situations. The state. Never starch an Oxford shirt. Never iron it perfectly flat. It is meant to have a slight rumple. It should look lived in and comfortable. The styling. Wear it tucked into jeans with a leather belt for a classic, masculine silhouette. Unbutton the top button, and maybe the second one if you are feeling bold. Roll the sleeves up past your forearms to signal you are off the clock. The OCBD is not just a shirt. It is a reliable companion. It separates the men who dress with intention from the men who just cover their bodies. Rule 2. The rugged gentleman chambray and denim shirts. If the white Oxford is the king of versatility, the chambray or denim shirt is the king of character. For many men over 50, the default casual option is often just their light blue office shirt worn without a tie. This is a mistake. It looks like you are still on the clock. To truly separate your work life from your life of leisure, you need a blue shirt that has grit, texture, and heritage. First, let's distinguish between the two. Chambray is a plain weave fabric. It is lightweight, breathable, and soft. It uses a colored yarn in the warp and a white yarn in the weft, creating a beautiful frosted appearance that gives the fabric depth. Denim is a twill weave, diagonal ribbing. It is heavier, thicker, and warmer. Both are essential, but for the man over 50, a high-quality chambray shirt is often the more versatile starting point because it drapes better under a jacket. Why is this shirt essential? Because it brings a touch of the American West or workwear to your outfit without making you look like a cowboy. It adds a layer of rugged masculinity that fine poplin simply cannot achieve. When you wear a washed denim shirt under a refined gray flannel suit or a tweed jacket, you create a high-low contrast that is visually arresting. The rough texture of the denim grips the texture of the wool, creating an outfit that feels grounded and approachable. It takes the stuffiness out of tailoring. We must address the elephant in the room. Double denim, also known as the Canadian tuxedo. Many men are terrified of wearing a denim shirt with jeans. They fear looking like a costume. The rule here is simple. Contrast is key. You must ensure a significant difference in shade between your shirt and your pants. Do not wear a medium-wash shirt with medium-wash jeans. That is the danger zone. Instead, pair a light blue chambray shirt with dark indigo raw jeans. Or, pair a denim shirt with black jeans or white jeans. As long as the colors are distinct, you look like a style icon, not a ranch hand. How to wear it. The details. Look for shirts with Western details, like snap buttons or pointed yoke stitching, if you want a bolder look. For a more understated city look, choose a shirt with standard buttons and a clean front, no pockets, or one simple pocket. The age factor. The beauty of indigo-dyed fabric is that it fades. A brand new denim shirt is nice, but a denim shirt you have worn for 5 years is a masterpiece. The collar and cuffs will fray slightly. The color will soften at the elbows. This patina mirrors the experience and wisdom of a man over 50. It shows you have lived. The styling. This shirt looks incredible, with sleeves rolled up. Pairing it with olive green cargo pants or beige chinos is a foolproof weekend uniform. The chambray shirt is the antidote to the boring corporate blue shirt. It signals that you are rugged, capable, and relaxed. Rule 3. The summer essential, the linen shirt. When the temperature climbs above 30 degrees Celsius, 85 degrees Fahrenheit, the average man surrenders. He defaults to baggy cargo shorts and a graphic t-shirt, sacrificing his dignity for comfort. But the gentleman over 50 knows a secret weapon that allows him to remain elegant even in the sweltering heat. The linen shirt. Linen is not just a fabric, it is an ancient technology. Derived from the flax plant, linen fibers are hollow, allowing air to circulate and moisture to wick away from the skin faster than any cotton weave. Wearing a high-quality linen shirt is the closest thing to wearing nothing at all. However, the reason many men avoid linen is the very thing that makes it beautiful. The wrinkles. This is the hardest psychological hurdle for the corporate man to clear. We are trained for decades to believe that creases equal sloppiness. We spend our lives ironing our shirts into rigid submission. With linen, you must unlearn this. You must stop fighting the fabric. The wrinkles are not a bug, they are a feature. In the world of high style, the rumpled look of linen is a status symbol. It signals sprezzatura, that uniquely Italian art of studied carelessness. A crisp, chemically treated non-iron shirt looks like you are going to a cubicle. A soft, wrinkled linen shirt looks like you are stepping off a boat in Capri. It implies that you are too busy enjoying your life to worry about an iron. It is what we call the rich man's wrinkle. How to wear it. The fit of a linen shirt is critical for the mature man. Do not buy a slim fit. Linen has no natural stretch. If it is too tight, it will pull at the buttons and tear. You want a classic or relaxed fit. The fabric should billow slightly in the breeze. This air gap is what keeps you cool. The tuck. Linen is the one shirt that looks equally good, tucked or untucked. For a sharper dinner look, tuck it into high-waisted trousers. For a beach lunch, leave it untucked, provided the hem is not too long. It should hit mid-fly. The colors. You need exactly 3 colors. White is non-negotiable. Nothing reflects the sun better. Navy blue is the unsung hero. It looks incredibly chic in the evening and hides sweat marks better than light blue. Tobacco or olive adds an earthy, sophisticated tone that pairs perfectly with cream chinos. The styling. A linen shirt should never be buttoned to the top. Always unbutton the top 2 buttons. Roll the sleeves up messy. Not a precise military fold, but a casual push-up. Embrace the imperfection. Let the shirt wrinkle. It tells the world that you are comfortable in your own skin and that you are prioritizing the experience of summer over the rigidity of perfection. Rule 4. The winter warmer flannel, brushed cotton. As the days grow shorter and the air turns crisp, the linen shirt must be retired to the back of the closet. In its place rises the champion of cold weather comfort, the flannel shirt. For many men, the word flannel conjures images of grunge rockers from the 90 seconds or lumberjacks chopping wood in the forest. This is a stereotype we need to dismantle. A high-quality flannel shirt is not a costume. It is one of the most sophisticated layers a man over 50 can own, provided you follow one simple rule regarding the pattern. First, let's understand the engineering. Flannel is technically brushed cotton. The fabric undergoes a mechanical process where fine metal brushes tease the fibers, raising a nap, or fuzz, on the surface. This fuzz serves a dual purpose. First, it creates a texture that is incredibly soft against the skin, eliminating the cold shock you get when putting on a crisp poplin dress shirt on a winter morning. Second, this raised nap traps air, acting as a natural insulator to keep your body heat close to you. It is warmth without the bulk of a sweater. However, the trap for the mature man is the lumberjack aesthetic. The vast majority of flannels sold in department stores feature massive, loud buffalo checks in screaming red and black. Avoid these at all costs. They look juvenile on a man over 50. They suggest you are going camping, not going to a wine bar or a dinner party. To wear flannel with dignity, you want what I call city flannel. The golden rule of flannel: scale down the pattern or eliminate it entirely. Go solid. A solid flannel shirt is a thing of beauty. Look for melange or heathered colors: heather gray, oatmeal, navy, or deep burgundy. Heathering means the fabric is woven from yarns of mixed colors, giving it a speckled, multi-dimensional look that screams luxury. A solid gray flannel shirt looks indistinguishable from a high-end cashmere piece from a distance, but offers the durability of cotton. Go micro. If you want a pattern, choose a micro check, a tattersall, or a subtle black watch tartan. The pattern should be small enough that it almost looks solid from across the room. The layering piece. Flannel is the ultimate team player. Because of its matte, fuzzy texture, it pairs beautifully with other winter fabrics like corduroy, tweed, and moleskin. Wear a charcoal gray flannel shirt under a brown corduroy jacket for a look that is rich in texture and warmth. The fabrics speak the same language. The shacket move. For a relaxed weekend look, buy a flannel shirt in a slightly heavier weight, sometimes called chamois. Wear a high-quality white t-shirt underneath and leave the flannel unbuttoned. This acts as a shirt jacket. It frames the torso and hides the midsection, which is a flattering trick for older men who carry a bit of weight around the waist. The tuck. Unlike the lumberjack look, a city flannel should often be tucked in, especially when worn with dark denim or wool trousers. Add a leather belt, and you have a rugged, masculine silhouette that commands respect. Stop suffering in cold, thin dress shirts during the winter. Embrace the brushed softness of flannel. It is the sartorial equivalent of a warm hug. Rule 5. The vacation vibe, the camp collar shirt. The final shirt in your arsenal is not just a garment. It is a time machine. It transports you straight back to the 1950 seconds French Riviera, to the golden age of leisure, to a world where men like Jude Law, as Dickie Greenleaf, or Sean Connery, as James Bond, looked effortlessly cool by the pool. This is the camp collar shirt, also known as the Cuban collar or Riviera collar. Unlike the previous 4 shirts, which are defined by their fabric, this shirt is defined by its construction. Standard business shirts have a collar band, a piece of stiff fabric that makes the collar stand up and hold a tie. The camp collar has no collar band. It is cut from a single piece of fabric that is sewn directly to the shirt body. This means the collar has no choice but to lie flat and flop open against your collarbones. It creates a deep, natural V-shape at the neck that is incredibly airy and flattering. It widens the chest and elongates the neck. But the real secret benefit for the man over 50 is the hem. Most shirts have a curved tails hem, meant to be tucked in. If you wear them untucked, they often look like a dress. The camp collar shirt features a straight hem, flat across the bottom. It is designed to be worn untucked. For men who might carry a little extra weight around the midsection, the dad bod, this boxy, straight silhouette is a miracle worker. It glides over the waistline rather than hugging it. It hides the belly without looking like a tent. The Charlie Sheen warning. Many men fear this shirt because they associate it with bad bowling shirts or loud, tacky Hawaiian shirts worn by unstylish uncles. To avoid this, you must focus on fabric and pattern. Fabric. Avoid stiff, cheap polyester that stands away from the body. You want drape. Look for tencel, viscose, or a cotton-linen blend. These fabrics flow like water. They hang heavy and luxurious. Pattern. You have two sophisticated paths. Solids. A solid navy, cream, or rust camp collar shirt is pure elegance. It looks architectural and clean. Prints. If you choose a pattern, avoid neon colors and cartoonish graphics. Go for botanical prints, leaves, muted florals, or geometric retro patterns in dusty, desaturated colors. Think vintage postcard, not neon party. How to wear it. The neck rule. Never, under any circumstances, wear a visible white crew neck t-shirt underneath. The beauty of this shirt is the open V that shows a bit of chest. If you show a cheap white undershirt, you kill the vibe instantly. It looks like you are wearing underwear. The pants. Because the shirt is boxy and relaxed, pair it with trousers that have a bit of volume. High-waisted linen trousers or Gurkha pants with side adjusters are the perfect partners. The shoes. This is a summer shirt. Do not wear it with boots. Wear it with loafers, espadrilles, or leather sandals. The camp collar shirt is the ultimate signal that you are out of office. It is the uniform of a man who has conquered the rat race and is now busy enjoying the fruits of his labor. Gentlemen, remember this. Wearing a stiff, shiny business shirt with a pair of jeans is not a style statement. It is a confusion of context. It says you only have one uniform. It says you don't know how to switch off. By investing in these 5 essential casual shirts, the OCBD, chambray, linen, flannel, and camp collar, you are building a social wardrobe. You are creating a clear boundary between the man who earns a living and the man who enjoys his life. Go to your closet today, take those thin poplin shirts, and push them to the far left. Make room for texture, for character, and for comfort. If you found value in this guide, subscribe to the channel. Let's stop dressing for the job we have and start dressing for the life we deserve.